me, and if you would like to know how to make this gorgeous robot birthday card from scratch, just from one SVG layer, then keep watching because I'm going to show you how it's done. Hi, I'm Sarah. This is Extraordinary Chaos. I am the crafter and designer behind this channel, and today I am going to share with you how to make this super cute layered robot birthday card from scratch with the card one SVG layer. So this is my Robot Alphabet and number set. You can download it free at extraordinarychaos.com. I will drop the link for that below. And what we're going to do is we're going to upload it to Cricut Design Space. We're going to create a card so that you don't need to ever buy a card again. All you need is an alphabet letter or a number. If you've got those, you can make your own cards. I'm going to show you how to upload it to Cricut Design Space, how to create the layers, and how to create the card. And it is just super easy. I will see you on Cricut Design Space. Let's get designing. Start by uploading your robot number to Cricut Design Space, and then you're going to just get rid of that sidebar. Shut that down, go to the top, and in size just type in 5. That will reduce the size so that it's a size that's manageable to work with. Duplicate it and put one layer to one side. Then we're going to put an offset on the letter. The offset is to make your card background with. So create an offset, make it big enough that you're happy with, click apply. Then you're going to go into the contour tool and hide all contours. Remove your letter out of the way and duplicate this background. This is going to be the card. So once you've duplicated it, go to the top corner and turn your grid lines on. That's in the top left hand corner. So you can line it up, and you're going to flip one of the card layers. So now you've got both of your copies back to back. Go into your free shapes bar, grab a square and close it again. Then you're just going to drag a square over the middle. And what you want to do is create a join, but you don't want to affect the shape, so that's where you're going to create your fold. Select all, and you're going to click weld, and that's going to weld it together. That is going to be your card background. I'm going to turn that white because that is going to be the colour that I'm going to cut it out on, and then that just gives you a bit of an idea of when you are building your design, so you can see how it's going to build up. I'm now going to pull my letter back, and that's my top layer. That is going to be red, so I'm going to turn that red. Just go up to the top bar, go into operation, and you can choose a colour. That just reminds you what colour you have to cut each layer out, what colour card you want on. Then I'm going to go into the duplicate image, and I'm going to start to remove the contours. So I'm going to remove the contours of some of the buttons. I'm going to remove the contours in the arms because you've got all those little bolts or creases, whatever they are. So I'm going to get rid of all of those. All the things that's going to make it a lot easier to cut. And once I've got rid of those, I'm going to remove the ears or bolts, and also in the legs. I only want to leave the top bubble of the legs so that the legs will be a different colour, but then the top bubble bit is where it attaches to the body. And once we've done that, we're going to have our second layer. So I'm going to turn that silver, and I'm going to make that quite a silver layer. I've just gone back in and removed my eyes. Go back up to your colour bar, put it in, and then I'm just in the sidebar going to drag it to the back, but I've also duplicated it. So this is going to be my next layer. So I'm now getting rid of all of the body and the inside of the bolt of my robot. I'm going to duplicate that, put one layer in, pop that to the back, and we're going to colour that. So that's going to be blue. I think I've faffed about too long deciding on the colours for this project, but yeah, we're going to go with a blue. And now we're going to duplicate our last layer, and we're going to remove all of the contours, but just keep the middles of the letter because obviously that's just naturally how they should be. And we're going to turn that a darker shade of blue. So we've got a few shades of blue, a silver and a red, so that works really well together. We're going to align it all up. Make sure that it fits onto our card at the back, but we need the card to be able to stand up. So we're going to go into Design Space, grab a square, go to the top and unlock it, and we're going to drag it along. We're now going to drag it at the bottom of the card. We want it to go over the back layer but not affect the layered elements of the number 5. So once we've got our positioning, we're going to move the layers out of the way. Select these 2 layers and we're going to slice the rectangle out of the bottom, and that's going to create a flat area to cut our card on. Once we're happy with that, we're going to drag it all back in and just make sure that everything lines up. We just want to make sure that nothing's going to overlap. It's all going to fit really well. So we're going to align it, drag it over, and then it's gone behind. So then we'll just do the sidebar or move that to back, and there you go. So that's what we're going to get to cut out. And now we can choose all of our coloured card and send it to our Cricut. So I've chosen it on the mat. I've made sure it fits in with A4, and here we are cutting it out. I'm using a green cutting mat, red glitter cardstock, and I've set it to cut to more pressure. And here we are. We have got all of our layers. I'm just going to get the last one off the mat. So I thought I'd just, if you haven't seen me do this before, and I'm going to reverse weed it. This is a really, really sticky mat. It's brand new today. If you reverse weed it, you cannot bend it in half because it will snap. If you reverse weed, it makes it easier to peel your project off, even if you've got a super sticky mat, and this one is mega sticky. So now I can scrape those off. And you can see how easy that was. I hate having to really pour products off the mat and rip it. This is a guaranteed way to get just the best cut using your green mat. Get rid of that. Here we are. We've got everything we need to make our card. What we're going to start with is going to bend our card. I'm going to bend it from the inside. So that's going to be the front. Let's go to the middle at the back. Line them up like that. So they're perfectly lined up. I mean, I always forget to do it. You can do it by putting a score in with your Cricut. But then you've got to put a scoring pen in. So that's just as easy. And there you go, that's done. And it stands up. So that worked. I've got sticky pads. We're going to attach this to this card with sticky pads. So I'm going to build it first. What we're going to do is we're going to make sure we've got our layers the correct way round. So we should have 2 shades of blue, a silver, and then red is our penultimate. And yep, that's the right way. So we're going to start building them from the back. We'll put that to one side for a minute. I'm going to use my hook because that just makes everything easier. I've got my tiny sticker pads and slightly bigger ones, but I am going to cut them down because they just never need to be, that big. Taken the paper off. If you just touch them, it's sticky. You soon know. Right, and I use that to lift it up. And then the easiest way I find to do this is if you grab hold of the letter, you can guide it on. Either that or standing up. If I stand up and stand over the top of it, I find it quite easy to do, but otherwise guide it on by holding it like that. And there's my first layer of my robot. I couldn't have taken that sticky pad off. There you go. Right, number 2. What I'm going to do is I'm going to fast forward it because you don't need to see me spending ages sticking sticky pads on. I just want to show you the back of this layer though, because this is a really thick silver, and even though it cut through, it didn't cut right through, and I nearly threw it away. But what I did was it did pop out, but just some areas, the backing, it was the backing that wasn't cut. So as I pulled that away, and from the front, it looks completely clean. So it was just, yeah, the backing layer I didn't cut through properly. So I always give that a go, because it's worth a try. Right, so what I'm going to do now, I'll fast forward you through this bit and I'll see you at the card bit. And there's our robot, looking great. I don't really know where he is, if he's in space or what. I just don't know what to do with him. But I suppose sometimes maybe less is more, or do we need some detail on there? I like the way that I've done this detail in different colours. His eyes, I'm not going to lie, I lost them. But I have got an acrylic paint pen. So what I'm going to do, pop his eyes in. And look, actually that looks brilliant. Let's put some silver dots on. And there we go, so we've got some silver dots, so they blend in a bit, and I really like that because I was worried about putting white on and them just being too stand out. What I want to do now is put that on my card, so I don't want to turn that over yet. But what I'll do actually is I'm just going to put the stickers on here. I think I'm pretty safe putting that there and there. Could put one at the bottom. And there you go, a robot card made from just one SVG shape. It stands up and it looks great. And how did you find that? It's just easy, isn't it? And doesn't it look amazing? So you can do this in any colour for robot fans. Honestly, it took me ages to choose my colour, but I think in the end I decided that the red really looked good. I wanted silver, but I didn't want silver to dominate the project because I used it last week for a space project and I just felt it was a bit too much. And then I love the two shades of blue. Well, they're acrylic pens, are the Printessa. I've got the box upside down. These are brilliant. I've had these pens and they last, as in they stay fresh, and I love that about them. I mean, look at those eyes. It's just come out really well. And then the silver. Don't forget you can download the alphabet and number set from down below. I've got so many alphabets and numbers that you can make cards from. So as I say, if you think of a theme, I'm hoping I've got it. I think apart from cats, because I can't draw cats, but so if you can draw cats, draw me a cat. But no, I think I've got almost everything else, but I just can't master drawing a cat. So yeah, head over there, any alphabet you want for any themed card or cake topper, they're all there free to download. Thank you so much for crafting along, and happy crafting.